All right. Good morning, tribe, and welcome to the Donut Shop at the beginning of the world. I am your host, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbruggen, hanging out in the backyard here at Ravenscar with Chirpy and assorted other birds. So another noisy morning is upon us, but it is a Friday morning, and there is goodness in that. Hey, good morning, Charles. How you doing today? It's cold here. I don't know how much. Let's see. How cold is it? I'm guessing 36 degrees. What's going on here? And survey says, whoop, that's Huntsville. Survey says there's internet connection. Hopefully you all can. Oh, okay. It's 39 degrees. So I overestimated the lowness of the number. Is it still an overestimation when you guess? Well, anyway. Yeah, Jennifer, after yesterday, by the end of the show, my ears were frozen. And so it's like, okay, gotta have the Scooty tomorrow. So we are Scootified, if you will. Hey, Surrender. Hey, Deanna, Tammy, good morning. Melissa, good morning. Kimberlyn, good morning. Okay, so you liked last night? I wasn't sure how last night would go over. If it would be, okay, Mark's a conspiracy freak here and scary. But yeah. Oh well. Hey, good morning, Darlene and Tracy. How are the teenagers doing, Tracy? Mom and Dad up yet? Hey, Carrie, good morning. Oh. Chirpy says hi. You can hear him. He was hanging out like right by my head on some elderberry over here. Hey, good morning, Nicole. Everything still good and fine with your mouth? I had my dentist appointment yesterday, and everything was good. So knock on wood. There's no wood around. Oh, there's some wood. Yeah. So I was thinking about you as they were probing. They let me get a picture of my X-ray, so I got to find some funny use for the jaw skeleton picture of me. Maybe I'll start using it as a profile picture. Oh man, Wolf, you have my sympathy. Morning from Maine. We got 6 inches of white stuff last night. No. Nope. Okay, Cynthia, you enjoyed it yesterday. Kind of negative. Yeah, I apologize for that, but it is what it is. Hey, good morning, Lola. How are you? Mary, sure, Aragorn, Jedi, cranky old man, any of those work. But mainly, I'm warm, and that's what's important. Hey, Killy. Hey, Trudy. Yeah, it's and the scary part is it started so long ago, and so the data is so focused now, and you can't get rid of what has happened in the past. All you can do is start to screw up their future collection. Oh, okay, Melissa, cleavers are popping up all over here, and I'm wondering when is the optimal time to harvest. So I usually aim for 6 to 8 inches. At that, that's where I collect them to dry them, and then make the cleaver tea and cleaver tincture out of them. So 6 to 8 inches. Remember, you don't eat them, you make a tea out of them or a tincture out of them, because if you try and eat them, they will cling to your throat and it will be most unpleasant. Hey, good morning, Jessica. Darlene, I've been a conspiracy nut for 40 years. I hate being right. Yep. A warm-hearted Jedi. Oops, there you go. A warm-hearted Jedi. I guess, yeah. What do you think about it? The Jedi weren't exactly warm-hearted people. They were kind of ruthless at times. Okay, the teens are well, thank you. Daddy has made coffee. Mom has a big birthday yesterday. She'll be ready for later for the weekly visit to the beauty shop. Hey, that's cool that they can do that. That is important. Jessica, cool. Made Dandelion Root coffee for the first time and was so excited and proud of myself. Awesome, you should be. And it was actually so good. Yeah, Dandelion. If you think of like root coffees and just think chicory, nah, Dandelion is nice. Dandelion is smooth. Dandelion requires more work because the chicory roots are huge. The dandelion roots can be long, but they're not all that thick. And so, you need a lot more of them. So that's the main reason the chicory was used, is you could get more coffee per plant, air quotes around coffee. So, yeah. Yep. Yeah, right about now. In fact, sorry, I'd have to bend over and then stand up. Okay. So, according to plants, does it look like early spring? I would say no. I would say, judging from the plants that I'm seeing and how they're acting and how they're growing, I'm thinking spring is more or less right on time for the average. So I haven't seen anything that surprised me as far as plants. Hmm. Yep, this is true. Oh wow, granddaughter turned 20 yesterday. Congratulations. Whoa. So it's like, you know, maybe great grandchildren potential there coming up. Yes, it smells so good when roasting like sweet potatoes. Yeah, because the dandelions are loaded with a starch called inulin. And so when they roast, it starts breaking down just like when you roast a potato or a sweet potato, because they're loaded with starch too. Hey, good morning, Doug. I'd love to post a pic of the cab of the truck, but no, I last night I actually had some nightmares, and I really don't need that again. So don't show me the snow. I had the weirdest dreams. I was back at my old school, South Dakota State University, and for some reason I had to get to my dorm room on the second floor of this one building. And it was one of those cases where I couldn't find the building for a long time. I had to wander all over the campus and encounter all sorts of strange things. And then when I finally got to the building, I couldn't figure out how to get to the second floor. Yeah, crazy. Normally, a dream like that would trigger the lucid dreaming part. For some last night, it didn't. I don't know why. Oh, cool. She's becoming a veterinarian. That's a good career. Stressful, but good. I guess at this point, they're all stressful. Hey, good morning, Evie. Starch, like anything in moderation, it's fine. Starch is a primary food group for, a lot of the human race. It when it breaks down, it breaks into sugar, and then if the body doesn't use all the sugar that you just consumed, then it converts it into fat and stores it away for later. So, you know, it's that. So it can lead to, pudgy tummy, but it tastes so good. Ugh, my eyes are itchy. Hope cedar season ends before Valentine's Day and not after. Yeah, I can believe it. Mhm. Okay. Doug, inulin, my favorite topic for the week. Interesting. Are you talking about that in your classes? Mm. Yeah, cedar fever has been going on forever. This is true. Hey, Bonnie. Good morning. Hey, Shannon. Good morning, sir. Good to see you. How you doing, man? That's because you're so sweet, Melissa. Proof of sweetness. Hey, good morning, Stacy. Jerusalem artichokes. Yeah, okay. So Jerusalem artichokes are another tuber that is loaded with the inulin, and yep. So being an inulin, being a complex starch, There's a lot of support that they are probiotics. They do a good job of feeding your gut bacteria. Your body can't actually break down and digest inulin, but the gut bacteria does, and then like doing things like roasting it or pickling it, fermenting it, things like that also help break down the inulin so the body can eat it. But just like raw inulin, it just mainly, most of it will pass through us. A lot of it though will be chomped up by gut bacteria. Hey Donna, good morning. Okay, so you did 350 at 40 minutes. Okay. Yeah, flip it over every so often, things like that. So did you do the roots whole, or did you chop them up into bean-sized pieces first? Because I usually chop them up into bean-sized pieces and then do it at 400 degrees for less time. But whatever works. And actually, the slow roasting will probably do a better job of breaking down the inulin, which will make the resulting coffee somewhat sweeter. So, cool. Now I want to try that method. Oh, cool. Good. It's been on here. Been a crazy 3 months of work. No complaints. 3 months. So you still, last time I talked, I mean, you were like doing ship captain delivering supply. No, you were doing the Sonar Boy exploration stuff, weren't you? Or are you now like shrimping? Yeah, didn't you just finish up like a little shrimp boat? I lose track. I shouldn't lose track. That's bad. Hey, good morning, Constance. Good morning, Henry. Oh, okay. Yeah, Speedwell. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's not on Foraging Texas, but I was thinking there was a reason. I'm not sure. I do not have information right now on it. Okay. Anyone have any experience with the Coleman stovetop ovens? You mean the metal box that sits on top of the Coleman stoves? For like baking stuff out in camps and so forth. My dad has one and absolutely loves it. If that's what you're talking about, like the little little metal box that sits on top of your basic Coleman camp uh, burners, I guess. If that's what you're talking about, yeah. Dad has one. Dad loves it. If that's not what you're talking about, don't know. Okay, cool. So did you chop them before roasting or after roasting, I guess was the question. But yep. Man, I like my coffee, but it's not Dandelion coffee. But I do want some coffee. All right, Colin, have you heard of Jericho roses? Will they help keep the air clean in the room or something like that? I'm not familiar with Jericho roses. Sorry, I'm burning up my camera here. Not familiar with Jericho roses, but there are a number of plants that have been shown to help clean and filter the air. The spider plant, you can't see it. It's over there. Maybe you can. Oh, hey, wow, I'm using the wrong camera. Okay, suddenly so much makes sense here. If you look up NASA, NASA, NASA air cleaning plants, you will get a list of plants that NASA has found do a exceptionally good job of cleaning and purifying the air. So look that up. Jericho Rose, not bringing back any memories of anything called Jericho Rose. So I don't know about that. Okay, so inulin, it is just a complex starch. Remember, starch is a bunch of sugar molecules linked together. And if you go kind of long, straight chains, it's your basic like flour type starch that you can eat and consume. But if it gets really big, if you get lots of these sugars linked together and in kind of a complex three-dimensional shape, the body just looks at that and goes, I ain't touching that. But the gut bacteria goes, oh yeah, this is great, we love this, and they start gnawing down on it. So you're basically feeding your gut bacteria, which is actually important because it plays a big role in your health. But as far as the human body, the main result of inulin actually is as the gut bacteria is eating it, they are converting it into basically carbon dioxide and methane and some sulfurous type stuff usually, which can lead to excessive flatulence. So like the Jerusalem artichoke tubers, if you don't prepare them right, they, like beans, someone else had mentioned beans, they can lead to excessive flatulence. So it's good to have like Beano or something with it. Now, if you like don't cook them to the point where all the starch is broken into sugar, they still have a nice potato-like flavor. And so you can make mashed potatoes and all that sort of thing out of them. But then, if you are a type 2 diabetic, normally if you eat like a potato, your blood sugar shoots up because it's being broken down into sugar. Well, with high inulin foods like the dandelion root, onions, the Jerusalem artichoke, you get kind of that potato taste. In case of onions, obviously you get other strong flavors, but you basically get the flavor of a potato without getting the jumped up blood sugar. Does that make sense? So okay, Henry, I'm sorry, nothing right now. Working on it. Usually for any sort of inflammation, my first thing to grab is always turmeric. Some turmeric tea or something like that. See if that helps. But yes, that is really painful there that your daughter has. Oof. Hey, good morning, Cleo. Oh, wow. Okay, our distillery just became federally licensed. We distill sunchokes. The spirit does not spike the blood sugar for diabetics like me. Awesome. 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 Oh, okay. Yeah, I get the two of you confused. He's got his own offshore supply boat now. I'm the other one, control systems engineer. Drowning in project work. Hey, I'm going to take that to be a good sign. And be sure to keep your systems secure. One of these days, we need to get together again. Man, it's been too long. Okay. Hey, Dad's here. Good morning, tribe. For Mom and Dad, not sure what we are having for breakfast. Thinking, ooh, poached eggs and the rest of the turkey sausage. That sounds good. Okay, before roasting. Awesome. So the dandelion root was cut up into bean-sized pieces, roasted, slow roasted, and then made into a wonderful coffee. Okay. When should plantains start appearing in North Texas? Any day now. Really, any day now. Certainly within the next 3 weeks. But yeah, it should be popping up here any moment. Yeah. Good morning, April. How are you? Whoop. Okay. Yeah. All right. Hey, Dad. So Wolf here has a question about the Coleman oven that sits on top of the Coleman stove. You two should talk. Let's see. We had the camp stove growing up, but we never got the oven. That would be cool. Oh, here we go. From Kelly. White willow bark or ibuprofen when she's old enough and then has no allergy to it. Google I can't ever say it. Stretches and the tennis ball. Okay, cool. And it's almost like a pinched nerve or super irritated nerve, isn't it? Hey, good morning, Julie. Hey, cool. Thanks for the brain pill. I'm getting much better at remembering plant names. Awesome. Hey, yeah, Dad. People are wondering what the temperature is up there in the Great White North. It's always, who is colder, Wolf or Dad and Mom? Hey, good morning, John Mark. How are you? Love poached eggs. Took me forever to find a stovetop egg poacher, and I'm thinking there's some other type of egg poacher because we always had this. It was a pan. You put water in the bottom. It had a little tray, and then in the tray set four little, triangular shaped thingies, dishes, and you put one egg in each, and then you poached them that way. I guess a poached egg is good if you don't want bacon grease, but why would you not want bacon grease? I don't understand that. Okay, Dad. So over in Maine, it was 17 degrees. What was it there in Minnesota? You're absolutely true. I wonder how people 10,000 years ago talked about technology. Have you tried dried poop for your fire fuel? It's awesome. Yep. I found if you use like dry cow patties as a campfire, it works, but the other campers are not impressed at all. Yeah. Oh well. Yes, it works well with sending smoke signals. I've discovered old age leads to excessive flatulence. Okay, another thing to look forward to. Just don't add that funny black power to it. Trust me. Taro Root. Really? Which are more popular? I don't know much about Jerusalem artichokes. So the taro, yeah, it's probably going to be similar to the Jerusalem artichokes. The only way I've had taro is as poi over in Hawaii. And my main recollections of poi was that I'm glad there are other things to eat. So I wonder with your taro root, Valerie, is it roasted or something like that? I'm curious. Good show last night, but kind of scary though. Yeah, but yeah. And I've known DePaul for a long time, and he's been warning me, about stuff for a long time. And like you said, I could do that, but you know, why do I care if they know what I bought or anything like that? And suddenly now, yeah, kind of care. Yeah, kayak someday. Oh, I'm making tomato gravy, grits, and biscuits for my mom, bacon for my dad. My dad said that if he had known it works, uh, my dad said that if he had known it works be this hard when he got old, he would have built more bridges, drank more bourbon, and eaten more bacon. I try not to give him bacon or sausage every day. Let him have his bacon. Hmm. Hmm. The Devil's Foot Powder. Sherlock Holmes reference. That was the poison, wasn't it? Oh, cool, Gary. Your brother is a captain of a supply ship for the oil industry. Yikes. All right, Sarah. Find out more about what? As we've covered a number of topics here. So yeah, fill me in, or unless you're responding to someone else's conversation and then they know what's going on. Hey, good morning, Sherry. Okay, Dad. So Wolf is wondering, is it worth the $50 to have an oven for the Coleman stove? So what do you think? The main thing is for baking stuff, like biscuits and pizza and cakes and that sort of thing. So, if you want starchy, warm breads, cinnamon rolls at your campsite, things like that, then I would say yes, based on the experiences growing up. If you're fine with, just boiling water and, fried bacon and, stuff you can do in a frying pan, then maybe not. But there are mornings when some biscuits or some cinnamon rolls, even if they're just the Pillsbury exploding tube type, pretty good. Oh, wow, Melissa, the son is moving to Eau Claire, Wisconsin tomorrow. Beautiful area around there. Beautiful area. And one of my best friends from high school, I believe, is still a police officer there, Ted Walicki. So if you ever get stopped for speeding, say, hey, my mom is friends with Ted Walicki. See if that helps. Scatica. Thank you. I love this because people know how to pronounce words. I do not. Scatica. I will try and remember that. Yeah. Okay. And it's an inflammation of the nerve. Hey, Tina. Is this you, Tina, or is this your husband pretending to be you? He was asking good questions last night. Hopefully he isn't. Well, maybe it should be good that if he gets a little too paranoid, but we'll see. Hey, Mark. Good. John Mark. Good. You're good. I'm using egg poaching pan to make knockoff Starbucks sous vide egg bites for breakfast on the way to school. So do you drive from like Livingston all the way into Houston every day for school? That was let's see. Fry a pound of bacon, then fry eggs in the bacon grease in a cast iron skillet, then make cat head biscuits. No better breakfast in the world. I'm going to agree with you there. That would be really good. Oh, man. Now I'm going to rethink my breakfast plans for tomorrow. Oh, well. Depends if we get campfire wood. Whew. Oh, man. Yeah, egg poachers are hard to find. They're all going to the microwave egg poacher. Don't care for that. Got to be on top of a stove. Yep. Burning buffalo dung a lot. Yeah, I can believe that. Boy, kindergarten pace. Don't ask me how I know. Not judging, Jennifer. Not judging. Here we go. I fried up taro root, like home fried potatoes. Now that sounds good. That sounds very good. Yeah, poi doesn't taste like anything. That is correct. It's more of a texture. Oh, okay. Yeah, taro chips. Yeah, so okay. If, like, when you fry them, that would be good. Oh man, need to stretch my back out. Ooh, lasagna. Yeah, lasagna, meatloaf, things like that you could do. Oh, this is an okay. Here, the uncured turkey bacon at Walmart is super clean and tasty. Maybe she should have it in place of pork belly. That would be interesting. All right, I keep forgetting Merryweather's World. I'll have to catch it on YouTube. Estimated time of arrival when it's going to be post last night's show. So it's already up on YouTube because I do a simulcast when the Merryweather's World now with the StreamYard. Thank you, Nick Wazoo Survival for the StreamYard account. That allows me to simulcast it on Facebook and YouTube automatically records it, and it's there forever, ever after. Amen. So it's in the season 4 playlist for Merriweather's World. You can just pop over there and watch it. I will warn you, it went like an hour and 40 minutes because there was a lot to talk about. Ooh, okay. I use my oven every single day. I would splurge for the oven. Plus, it can help heat an area more easily than a stovetop. Yeah. And especially are you talking for camping, Wolf, or are you talking for your little cabin? Because I'm thinking in your little cabin, it would be great. It folds up flat and everything too, so you can keep it out of the way unless you actually need it. Oh, my friends moved from Eau Claire to Chicago. Eau Claire is really pretty. Yep. Hey, good morning, Dave. How are you today? Oh, wow. Okay. All right, Tina, it's really you. Cool. Hey, good morning, Kay. Okay, Dome Life YouTube channel uses the oven. May watch the idea and research. Cool. All right, from Doug. Drew some artichoke or sunchoke is loaded with inulin. They call it the fartichoke for a reason, Mark said. The tuber is great to eat. Start introducing your system to them extremely slow, or it will be the worst gas you've ever experienced. The chips are good as well. Start with 2 chips out of your bag, or you will suffer. They're tasty. Oh. Okay, so normally it would be time for the group take. But like I said, since Facebook is giving me problems right now about Medicine Man, I'm keeping my head down. So if you're out there and you are taking the Medicine Man products, take them now. I'm going to take them after my show. But yeah, I'm going to see if not showing the bottles and everything helps me. So depressed. Hey, Christopher, it's warm. It's warm. My wife made it. Plus, it gives that whole Jedi crazy old man type look going, which I kind of dig. All right. Hey, Melissa, don't you realize that usually half the conversations at the donut shop are about food? Oh, yeah. Tracy, you're right. When we always say when we were kids that burning cow patties keeps the mosquitoes away, and it actually does. It's mainly due to the smoke rather than any chemical repellents, but it's still effective. That's an ancient technique, really. Oh, okay. Livingston to Huntsville. That ain't so bad. You got 3-hour round trip. Yeah, that does take up time. It's like when I was working down in Pearland. Ugh. Ooh, that sounds nice. Tonight's dinner will be pork pot roast with potatoes and onions, all juice. My plan is venison sausage cooked over a campfire up in the Sam Houston National Forest. But yeah, gotta love me the pork. All right, Tina, have a great day too. Wow, climatology exam. You're in the big leagues here, Tina. All right, Kimberlyn, you take off too. Have a good day. Okay, morning. What are your thoughts on nightshades being linked to inflammation? Nightshades are a huge category of plants with, edible ones like tomatoes and potatoes, black nightshade, American nightshade, peppers, things like that. And then you have the poisonous ones. So I think it's possible that there can be some in there. And it's kind of a mixed bag. Like tomatoes are loaded with all sorts of really good compounds, but in some people they can trigger inflammation. So it's it's one of those things that if the nightshades are causing you a problem, don't eat them. But for the most part, the benefits outweigh the negatives if you aren't affected by the nightshades. But yeah, there can be some that can cause problems. That sounded kind of like a sort of answer, but yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, need a yum emoji. Isn't there one with the guy going to have his tongue up and a happy look? Hey, Linda. Okay, good question. So I'm seeing bastard cabbage all over. Is it good to eat after flowering? So the neat thing about the bastard cabbage, okay, first, the leaves aren't that good after it flowers, but the flowers and the unopened flower buds are really tasty. Remember, it's one of the plants, it's a kind of a origin species for the broccoli. So yeah, the flowers and unopened florets taste like little bits of broccoli. So yeah, the leaves not so good after the flowers appear, but the flowers and the flower buds are really good. Oh man, some 11 Fort Bliss soldiers injured eating unknown substance. A couple of critical, no further details stated. I hope they make it out. Oh, that's scary. That is scary. Yep, you can do a lot in a Dutch oven that you would do in like the Coleman oven, but I think I'm guessing, Wolf, that you want the oven for, like I said, inside your cabin. And sometimes, especially up in Maine, you don't want to be messing with a campfire or Dutch oven in a small place like that. Oh, Wolf, please tell me you have carbon monoxide sensors. Please, please, please tell me you have carbon monoxide sensors. If you don't, I'm gonna drive up there and slap you. Star Wars Jedi: Return of the Mary. All right. Okay. So we have a wood stove for heat. We just have not found an affordable RV style stove oven combination. Yeah. I think you will find, Wolf, that the Coleman oven suits your needs. I mean, like anything, it takes a little bit of practice, mainly to get the heat right, where to have the burner dials set. But once you got that down, you're good to go. Okay. You have more joint pain when eating nightshades. I can believe it. I think it might trigger a little more histamine, which is one of the uh, signal molecules that tells the body to become inflamed, to swell up. So if there's some sort of damaged area, that damaged area releases histamine. It's quite possible that with the nightshade, it releases even more histamine, so you get a bigger inflammation response. Ugh. I don't know why my back hurts this morning. Oh, it would be super fun if you did an episode of Merriweather's World with Joey Santori. The crime pays, but botany doesn't. That would be funny. I don't know if I should reach out to him. I think he has a huge It's more like, you know, me, little guy, begging big guy to appear. Hmm. Yeah, don't be scared by Fort Bliss. Media chooses its topics so as to frighten. I'm more concerned about the soldiers eating something they shouldn't have. Like I said, like Alan says, they say in a field exercise maybe they needed a forager direction. Yeah, I wonder if it was like maybe the rabbit part where they learn how to prepare a rabbit. Maybe they got some bad rabbits. All right, Roxana, have a great weekend. See you later. Okay, so there is the family of plants known as nightshade, which contains both poisonous things like belladonna and also edible things like the tomato. So, uh, nightshade as a family name could be safe, could be poisonous. Nightshade as a specific plant name, even that, like black nightshade, If you look on Foraging Texas, it's actually a very tasty plant. So, all right. Does anyone know much about the sun oven? Kiri, don't you have the sun oven? Is that the tube one? Or is it one of the other solar oven things? Yeah, Melissa, I would say to give that a shot. Oh, yeah, Amanda, hackberries are safe to eat after a North Texas freeze. Yes, they're safe to eat pretty much as long as they're on the tree. So even, into February and so forth, they'll still be okay. Okay. Oh, you own the sun oven, a precursor to the American sun oven. Interesting. Oh, 7:59. Thank you, Bonnie. It's been a stressful week. Very stressful. I admit I have not been in a good place this week, but like my dad says, if you're feeling down, find someone lower and try and lift them up. Not saying you all are lower, but there might be someone out there that is. Woo. Okay. All right. Oh, the wind is just picking up, and it came right under my hood. Okay, there are Facebook groups for solar cooking, and also some YouTube channels that use the solar oven. So cool. Yeah, for how many centuries did we not eat tomatoes because we thought they were poison? Yeah, when the Western world came to the New World and saw the people eating tomatoes, they was like, that's poison. Yeah, it wasn't until like the 1800s when there's a story that some guy was standing on the steps of some courthouse and said, "Look, these are not poison," and he ate them. And after that, it went much better. All right, it is 8 o'clock. It is time to start the day. It is Friday. I'm hoping I need to finish up work early today and disappear into the woods. So I will see you all Monday, hopefully refreshed and invigorated and excited. And I will have no access to any news whatsoever while I'm out in the woods. So I probably need that too. So until Monday, tribe, love you. Have a great day. Mom, Dad, love you. And enjoy. Okay. Bye-bye. End broadcast. Oops.